Do you have any words for Archie fans that miss you guys together? I just have to share this with you. I met you forever ago. I don't expect you to remember. It was like when the show first came out, I was like, oh my God, I was obsessed with it. I saw you in Burbank outside of a juice shop.
Oh, really?
And like my girlfriend and I were like, oh my God, we love the show. It was so cute. So did you ever expect like 6-7 years later that this is what it would be?
I think once we'd all shot the pilot, and I mean this in the most humble way possible. I think we all knew we had something pretty special. Before we shot the pilot, we had no clue, but there was an energy during the pilot where we all knew that something big was coming.
We worked so hard to get it picked up. It took so many years. I mean, years. Like, first tried to do it as a movie, then tried to do it as a TV show. Then it was first developed at Fox. Then it was passed on. We fought so hard and then we fought to deliver an amazing pilot. Then we fought to get the pilot picked up and things like that. So I don't think anyone working on the show in those early days imagined that we would be at PaleyFest for season 6, getting ready to like start to think about season 7. No, not at all. It's been a hugely humbling experience.
I love Alice. She's probably my favorite character on the show. I know it's all about them, but I love you. Mm-hmm. Do you love playing like badass Alice or this more like kind of conservative small town Alice?
You know what? She's badass in every aspect. So even when she's like button up, pearls, prim and proper, she's still really badass behind the scenes. Like she's doing that on purpose. It's very manipulative. So she's always fun to play. I enjoy her.
Now we're going this supernatural route. Do you hope she gets a power? And what do you want it to be?
I don't think you can trust Alice with a superpower.
That's fair.
She would just completely rule the planet.
So since we're going a more supernatural route, is this how I'm going to get werewolf Jughead?
Oh my God, I would love werewolf Jughead, and I think Cole would love werewolf Jughead. Cole loves anything that has to do with makeup and prosthetics and things like that. I can't speak to that directly, but know that I would love to do that.
Will we get werewolf Jughead?
That's a great question. I would love to see that. I would love to see werewolf Jughead.
Dive on in.
Yeah.
Put your wolfie on.
Yeah, I'd also well, that was Jughead the Hunger, I think.
I think so.
I think that was the digest or the comic that did that. Yeah, I'd love to see that, and I'd love to see Afterlife with Archie as well.
That'd be awesome.
For sure.
She has my favorite time jump storyline, by the way. I love this Wolf of Wall Street for her. Yes. When you read that Veronica was going to put the hit out on her dad, and that it actually went through. Was that a shock for you? Did you actually think they would ever write Veronica to go there?
Well, I think, they wrote her to go there, but then she changed her mind, and then it was too late, right? So I feel like it was more, that was the shock that it actually went through. But more than anything, when I read it, I got really excited to play that story because I feel like it's such a beautiful, complex story, mixed emotion. I love when there's stories that are not so clear, when it's like, is this good or bad? Should she have done it? Should she have not? I love playing that sort of feeling of somebody grappling with a decision.
How happy are you with where Jughead is at with this time jump?
I'm happy as an actor. I feel like poor Jughead, though. Right? Guy's kind of always down on his luck. He's a bit of a schlub, Now he's just kind of living with Tabitha. He's not really paying rent.
Exactly.
He's just in the writing, his little writing nook,
Reading
fiddling with toy ships and things. I'm like, this guy's real schlubby.
Can you tease a little bit for fans what we can expect for the rest of season 6, maybe into season 7?
Yeah, I think you can expect more and more elements from Riverdale, which was our 5-episode event, to seep into Riverdale kind of as we kind of gear up to a very big epic battle between the forces of good, represented by our characters, and the forces of evil, represented by this mysterious stranger, Percival Pickens, who has come to town with and sort of wants to claim Riverdale's soul.
Oh, I like it. What can you tease for us for the rest of season 6 and where he's headed?
Oh man, I'm trying to figure out something to say without spoiling it for you. You've been briefed that we have sort of delved into the supernatural. We play around a lot with his power, which is the ability to hear other people's thoughts quite a bit, and it takes a really interesting direction.
Okay.
I can't say too much, but do know that like if you really enjoyed that 5-episode special that we did at the beginning of this season, that you're going to be in a good place.
You know, fans of all the different relationships are very ferocious and where they stand on Barchie, Jughead, Bughead. Can you give them any future love for Varchie stands or Bughead stands or anything?
I will say that I think we're just really starting to explore what it's like for Betty and Archie to be in a relationship beyond 2 or 3 episodes. So I expect a lot more to come on that. And what I will say about the other characters is that even if they're not in romantic relationships, they are still friends. So you will still see those characters in stories and in scenes and interacting.
And fans know that you're a huge fan of putting Archie and Betty together. So what has that been like for you guys to kind of explore this new relationship in the world? Not just like a friend hookup, but like a real deal relationship.
It's been cool. You know, I think the contrast in the relationship between Archie and Veronica and Archie and Betty is fun because in both ways that they're so different. Like with Veronica, it's a little more fun, a little edgier. And with Betty, it's like that long lost love that they've developed for so long, their whole lives. But right now, he seems content with Betty.
And would you prefer Betty to end up with Archie or with Jughead?
You know, it's funny because I think Alice worries about Betty ending up with Archie because she had relationships with Fred back in the day. So she, so she knows both worlds and she knows the good and bad in both. I don't know if she has an opinion.
Or it could be a new person.
Or maybe a new person. Yeah.
For the fans, do you have any like hopes and dreams for the Varchie stands?
I do. I'm still shipping Varchie, and I'm still hoping they find their way back to each other. Yeah.
Do you have any words for Varchie fans that miss you guys together?
Be patient. We're coming. We're coming.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I don't want to take all your time.
You're good.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Spontaneous human combustion? Stranger things have happened in Riverdale.